Hey family, it's Tasha MAMABEAR prepping. You already know what time it is. Get your drink, pull up, let's talk about it. We are going to jump into a topic here that's kind of touchy, but it's also kind of just the storyline of what's been happening with me and my family. And to hopefully give you some ideas to get started on this journey of getting healthier and getting farther away from the system, right? Setting ourselves up to be able to make the decisions and give yourself options for the things that are going to come down the road, right? This is all part of preparedness. This is all part of being ready and being prepared for different things that could happen. And that part of that is the great reset and all these other agendas and these 15-minute cities and this, digital currency they want us on and all these different things that they have in mind for us, the people, right? And it's sad because they want to keep us unhealthy. Big Pharma is not set up to get you well and then keep you well and you're fine. No, it's a game. It's a system that's in place, right? It makes billions of dollars a year. It's not there to get you healthy and keep you healthy. It's there to keep you on some sort of continuous medical care, needing assistance, needing help, needing a medication, needing a pill for this, needing a pill for that. And it's just it's not good. It's meant to keep us unhealthy. Preservatives in all of our foods. It's meant to keep us unhealthy. Yes, I understand that some of those preservatives are there to make the food be able to be processed and distributed, and the timeline that it takes for it to get to the shelf and then still be good for us to eat and still be good for it for a few more weeks, on our shelves and our fridges, whatever it is, right? And so I understand some of that is that. Some of it, though, is obnoxious. It's for color. It's for, consistency of the product, right? But a lot of it is for other things, and it is definitely not healthy. I mean, there's literally foods here that are banned in several other countries. They're not even allowed in other countries because of the preservatives and because of the items and things that are found in these foods, okay? And so they want to keep us docile. They want to keep us unhealthy. They want to keep us quiet, and they want to keep us not smart in regards to financial security. They don't want us to be rich and become elites. They want us to be poor and struggling and not know enough about money to make smart decisions, to grow that money, to grow wealth. We don't teach our children that, and I'm talking about that should be taught young, starting elementary. We should be fundamentals of money and financing and in stocks and bonds and all of this stuff. I'm not talking about stocks and bonds, maybe elementary, but teaching that stuff, teaching about budgeting and savings and checking and how to work that and the ins and outs. We don't do that. Yes, some families do that, and that's great. That's part of their home skills. But as a whole, as a society, we would be so much smarter and so much stronger if we could do that, if we have the ability. And that dominoes into all different other things and aspects of a young person's life as they develop and learn what to do, right? The good and bad, the right decisions, the bad decisions. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking that we do not do that, okay? So today I want to get into our journey as our family. If you've been watching for a while, you know that we've started recently the journey of preservatives and cutting preservatives out. We've been working really hard on the money aspect, paying down debt, cutting things out that are unnecessary, cutting out the things that cost an exorbitant amount of money and they're not even needed. And so I'm going to give you an example of that. So let's talk about money first, and then we'll talk about the preservative stuff. So money wise, right? And part of this does go into the preservative stuff. As you cut stuff out, you're saving money, right? When you stop eating out all the time, fast food stuff, and when you stop ordering groceries, when you stop buying the junk food, the preservative stuff, the chips, the crackers, the the quick stuff that goes like in the microwave and the air fryer, right? Your fries, your pizzas, your corn dogs, you buy all this preservative type stuff, this quick and easy, heat up this soup, do this. That's going to save you money in itself, right? My grocery haul now compared to just even a month ago is crazy. I mean, this last one I came home and kiddo was like, where's the groceries? Like, this ain't that much. And I was like, yeah, when you cut out the preservatives and buying the preservative stuff, it cuts it way, way down, right? I actually walked the middle aisles just to see, hey, is there something that we're going to need? And yeah, there was a few things I picked up, but I'm telling you what, the majority of the stuff, like they say, is on the outside of the store. It's the fresh stuff. It's the fresh fruits and vegetables. It's the dairy products, right? It's the bread. It's that stuff is the stuff that matters, right? It's not, it's the meat, right? And so it's really, really important. And our journey has been, I guess I'm talking about this topic first. Our journey has been good and bad. It's been about a month, few weeks, and it's actually going 10 times better than I thought it would go. I thought we would be going through major withdrawals for stuff. I mean, our family was a major chip family. I mean, major. And we let the chips kind of dwindle down, right? Everybody ate them. And then we didn't buy them, and then the next thing was crackers. So whatever was left, there was still some crackers in the house. We let those get worked down. Now there's no more crackers in the house. Now the kiddo is like, okay, well, what's next? Okay, so eating more stuff like the Nutella, the fruits, and different various fruits we have. We always have a lot of fruits. Eating fruits, eating cheeses, got a lot of cheese sticks and stuff, eating more nuts and trail mix and that type of stuff, right? Because we got rid of everything. We got rid of all the snacks that, a kiddo could possibly have. We got rid of even the little fruit cups that come with the syrup and the fruit cups. We got rid of those. We got rid of the gummy chews, right? The little fruit chews, whatever, right? I can't think about what they are right now. We got rid of granola bars, all this stuff. We still have some stuff, but we are looking at the ingredients basically when it comes to preservatives before we just buy something and get it home. We're not necessarily cutting fats and sugars and salts and saying we're on some sort of diet or whatever. We're merely just looking at preservatives. We're looking at packaging. We're looking at what is exactly in this product, and it might be a product that has predominantly sugar in it or whatever. And so we're just trying to cut that stuff out. The only thing that when it comes to sugars that we're really concentrating on not getting those things is the high fructose syrup. We're making sure we're not getting anything with that. So, and even things like, let's say, cookies and things like that, it has 1,000 ingredients. We're not doing that. If we want cookies, we're not necessarily saying we can't have cookies here in this house, but if we want cookies, we're going to make them. You want a cracker in this house, you want a chip in this house, we're going to figure it out. We're going to make it here with the less ingredients, and we won't have the extra preservatives that's in it. So it's not necessarily that, we can't have a potato chip. But if you want a potato chip, we're making the potato chips here, and we can move on from there. Okay, and so that's what we're going with preservatives, and it's working out. It's I can't tell you, and what's kind of daunting right now is I can't feel a difference yet. I feel a difference in a mentally difference that I'm actually doing this. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard. Maybe the hard time is still to come, but so far, so good. And we're doing it as a family. So we're all involved. Pops is involved. I keep saying Pops. I hate calling hubby Pops because that's his dad. We call Pops. I call Pops. So Papa Bear, kiddo, everybody is involved intimately with our food process, the foods that are in, what do we have, snacks, what's in stuff, looking at ingredients. Everybody's involved in that. And I think that it's important for you to think about a couple things. Think about cutting out preservatives, cutting things. No more soups. We still have soups, but as that stuff works down, we're going to the pressure canned soups that I've made, that I've preserved. That's what we'll get to. We'll get to a point where that's all there is, right? And as we preserve more stuff, that's less and less stuff that I have to buy possibly a can of or whatever at the store. And it's not necessarily maybe preservatives, but it just gets to the point where we're working with whole foods. We're making our stuff. We're preserving more. We're growing more. And that's the idea, is to be totally self-sufficient. So you're buying less and less from the store. But it's working out. It's working out pretty good. And of course, it is helping the wallet, it is helping the budget, the money, significantly. I mean, significantly. It's making a big deal. And so those are the changes we're making. When it comes to financial, I'll give you an example. I've been prepping for years and years and years and years. At any time, several bottles of laundry soap. You know, then you have to have several bottles of fabric softener. Then you have to have, maybe you like some extra beads or some extra whatever. Then you have your dryer sheets, right? And so it's just always been a huge production, and actually taken a huge space doing and maintaining and keeping laundry, right? Laundry supplies, laundry preparedness. And that's not counting grid down, no laundry machines, that, you know, making laundry soap from scratch. That's not counting, you know, having the ability to wash clothes off grid, some sort of washing board, having the line, having the clips, having the ability to hang dry clothes. That's not even talking about all that preparedness stuff. We're just merely talking about the main everyday, all the stuff that you have to buy. And the thing is that stuff is bad for us. It has so many preservatives, so many chemicals. It's not good for us. And we're literally washing the clothes that we're putting on our skin every day in these chemicals. And they've just gotten stronger and stronger because we've been obsessed and we've been brainwashed that your clothes got to smell super clean. They got to smell like a bunch of flowers in the field, and and that's a must, and it just has to be that way, and that's how you do laundry, and it has to just super smell good, right? And it has to be super soft, and just like the commercials, this is the way it's supposed to be, and it doesn't need to be. It's totally unnecessary. So a while ago, a couple months ago, 2-3 months ago, I started experimenting. I started deleting things from the laundry. I started deleting, and I was like, and I have this stuff. So I started deleting. It's not like I didn't have it and I said, I'm not going to buy it anymore. I still had this stuff, and I started let me stop and use it. First thing was the laundry soap. I came across on Instagram, an ad of these sheets, these Earth Breeze sheets. I'm going to go grab some. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so once I open them, this is how I keep them. I just keep them in a bag. Comes like this. You see it's super thin. And I'm not affiliated or anything. This isn't a commercial. Earth Breeze laundry detergent. And there is, see, it smells so good. It's coming out. It's a fresh scent. It says powerful clean, easily dissolves, no mess. It's up to 60 loads. And it's... up to 60 loads. There's 30 sheets in here. And let me just show you. It's not even the size of a dryer sheet, okay? And they're soft, right? But they're not like moist. They're not super wet like a bleach cloth or something like that. There's no, and I just keep them in here to kind of keep that consistency. I'm not sure if I can vac seal. I haven't gotten that far, but that right there, baby, 10 times better. Can you imagine you're trying to get your laundry stuff for a year and you just get 12 of these and have them stacked up in a drawer? Really, you don't even need a shelf anymore. I mean, imagine all the shelf space. Anybody who prepares knows laundry soap takes so much space. You need to have a shelf for it. It needs to be a strong shelf. It's heavy. You got to lug it. You got to get it from the store. It's just too much. It's expensive. It's heavy. It's not good. It's a heavy plastic that does not, break down, is not good for, just goes to a fill somewhere. It's not good. And I'm not some kind of earthy, save the world green type of person, but this right here is adding green value to my own personal life, right? As far as not having to find the space now for big jugs of laundry soap and chemical, right? Laundry soap chemical stuff. This stuff is amazing, okay? I just found this. Matter of fact, once I saw the ad, I just looked to see if I could find them on Amazon, and I found them on Amazon, and I just got one, and I just bought it, and I just want to see so much value in that. The second thing I did was I took away fabric softener. I stopped using fabric softener. We were using fabric softener and we were using beads. I took away the beads and the fabric softener. Just took them away, just started, didn't tell the family, because hubby loves that stuff, right? And he's brainwashed like I was brainwashed, right? Like hey, the commercial says you need this stuff, you need it, right? I mean, that's what the commercial's there for, is to tell you, you need this stuff. You need to be amazing. You need to feel amazing in your clean clothes, and you need to smell this stuff. And these beads, this fabric softener that I know softens your clothes and makes it just fine, is not good enough. You need these extra beads to throw in there, okay? And so I stopped using that stuff. And then I was only using one of these. And so the first kind of part of the experiment was, would I notice would my clothes smell dingy, danky? Would they not be as clean? I mean, it's just like a little tiny cloth. You know, is it going to be good enough? Is it going to suffice to wash like a large load of clothes, right? And then the final thing I cut was dryer sheets. And again, some people are like, oh, you got to have dryer sheets. You're going to get shocked and all this stuff. And I'm going to tell you right now, of this whole experiment, I probably remember one time picking apart a couple shirts of his that I pulled apart that had some static. And I was like, oh, staticky. No big deal. Nobody died. I didn't die. It was fine, you guys. And so I asked myself, was it worth buying a box to save yourself from that one time that I happen to have some static in my clothes after they dried, right? And so this is what I mean by unnecessary stuff. That is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars that I saved by just cutting that stuff out. And then it became, okay, does it work? Let me tell you what happened. My clothes, you know what they smelled like? Clean. They smelled clean. There was no BO, there was no soiled areas, there was no nothing. They were clean. They smelled clean. They don't smell like some kind of overly perfumed anything. They just smell clean, right? Perfectly fine. My towels and my washcloths and stuff like that in the dryer come out fine. They don't come out like cardboard. They don't, oh my gosh, these are not soft enough for me. No, they came out just fine, okay? Listen, the intent to have us buy all these products that one cost us so much money and then are dangerous to us, right? They want us poor and unhealthy. They do not care that there's chemicals in this product that you put on your skin. And then we wonder why we have all these things happening to us, cancers and all this stuff, right? You know, we still don't have cancer cured. Cancer's been around forever. We still haven't nipped that in the butt, you know, but we had a vaccine in 5 seconds for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care about that. It's not about that. That vaccine wasn't put out to help you. It was to depopulate, and it was to make big pharma money, okay? It's not, nothing that you think is true in regards to why they are doing things. There is agendas that they are going to line us up for and that they're trying to line us up for. And if you have a populace, that is in the system already, is dependent on the system, is dependent on the fact that, they don't have money, they're always struggling, they're dependent on the government systems and things that are available out there, assistance programs. They don't know, they're not smart enough to grow money, to get smart with debt and all of this stuff. They're not smart about that because they've never been taught, and they keep them unhealthy. They keep us down. They keep us. Why would they want us healthy and thriving? Because then we can make our own decisions. We can thrive and do things on our own much more than we do now. And we're not dependent. And that's not the game. That's not what they're trying to do. That's not their plan. That's not what they want to do. And that's not it. That's not it. That's not what they want to do. So listen. Think about yourself, think about your family, think about where you can start cutting corners in regards to money. Things that are really not necessary for your home that you can start cutting. Think about this in regards to even if you put the two together and you just stop with the preservative stuff to start getting your family healthier. Think about that, because that alone is going to help with the cutting the money and helping the budget and helping with your finances. And then that money can go towards more important stuff like paying off your debt. It is extremely important that you are debt free and that you do not owe anybody any money. Okay, I'll give you an example. We just real quick about money and owing people money. We're so, I was going to say a bad word. I don't want to say it, but we're so bad about owing somebody money, especially right now, that the neighbor wanted to do the fence and was like, hey, do you guys want to go in on the fence? And we were like, sure. When are you trying to do it? Oh, like this summer, maybe beginning fall. I'm like, sure, plenty of time. Cool. We're down. She comes the next day talking about, oh, they're coming tomorrow to start the fence. And she's like, and I know. I told you summer, fall, it's no problem. You could just pay me whenever. No, baby, that's not how it works over here. We're not going to be in debt to people. We don't do things like that over here. And so, of course, I was like, oh, no problem. And so we put it into the budget, and so we're going to be paying for that fence here in about another week, right? But it just was, you know, it was a blow, because it's like, we cannot stand being in debt, and you need to put your debt up on a wall, look at it in your face every day, and you need to get out of that debt. You need to, because if we move forward with these systems and these programs and you are not out of debt, you are vulnerable. You are vulnerable. You have something hanging over your head. You have something that they can hang over your head and be like, well, you're in debt, you have to do this, and if you don't, we're going to throw you in jail. Like, just crazy stuff, right? These policies that they have written. So you've got to set yourself up and give you and your family the best option possible to be able to move forward in the future and to do things the way you want to do them, and not the way that you're told to do them. Okay, so I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you have a lovely week. I hope it's a great Monday for you, our first day of the week. I know it's a little rough for some people, but I pray that it goes smoothly and it goes nicely, and we just go right into Tuesday and the rest of the week. And you guys have a great day. So take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next video. Take care. Bye.